Hi there, son of Sagittarius. This is Kim here to do your reading for you guys. This is your next 48-hour reading too. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the like, share, subscribe. Let's get into your reading. I'm using Vice Versa Tarot, and we will clarify if we need to. But I tell you what, you get a lot of information from this Vice Versa Tarot. You get, I'm going to even say, you get different info. Well, I get different information than with regular cards. So you may get some more or unusual messages from these. Other than that, so we ask that your angels and your spirit guides join us so that the messages are for your most high always. Sign of Sagittarius. Vice Versa Tarot. I think we have shuffled good enough. Let's knock it clean. Knock the energy clean. All right. So this would be at the bottom of the deck normally. And since they're not in reverse, we have them like that, right? So to see the picture, it's like that. The other side would be this. So it's kind of a good picture in a sense. This is a complete rebirth. This is like you have been through something. You can now stand on the outside. And that's a good feeling to have, being able to stand on the outside and look at whatever it is, that you can be glad that something's over. You know what I'm saying? So clarity. Wow. You all start with 2 aces. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. Wow. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3 aces. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. And beautiful, but let me move it in this direction here so you can see it. Beautiful. Nice, 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 nice energy. I like this. I don't just like this. I love this because, wow, look at all of these. And then, I mean, what's just kind of left at the top after this, like, rebirth or reinvention of self is the Queen of Cups. Queen of self-love, you know. She's the epitome of what you want to look up to when it comes to taking good care of yourself. But I don't think I've seen a reading that has 3 aces starting off. I don't think I've seen that. It's neat. You're coming to a point where you're going to be able to make a decision and get past whatever stalemate or block this is right here. This 2 of Swords energy is in the reverse. So it's general reading, but usually I feel like when you're split down the middle on a decision, that's kind of what this is. Now, you can also take that as a decision to split. The reason I say that is because there's the Wheel card. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's in the reverse in the past. So there's a lot of opposition. And it's so weird because this card always gives me the vibes of Anunnaki. I don't know why. Because, like, I don't... there's just something about conflict. And so that's another one of those extra messages that's going to come from that. And this is in the past. So I think the conflict was more in... am I able to look at this whole perspective? Can I look at the big picture instead of focusing on the small conflict that I might be dealing with at the moment? Okay, so we move forward. The issue is the Ace of Swords, a really good card to have as your issue because it's the information. It's not just the information, it's the information you need for a victory of some sort. Usually it's almost like after you've been through a battle. Oh, look, there's the 3 of Cups. She's like offering a cup up here. So what are you offering? Are you offering something up? So there's celebration, there's victory to come. This is the information you need. this, and see, I'll show you. So either way, you have it. So here it's like there's already a victory maybe, and then in this one it's like now you have the information, now you've got to go do something with it. That's kind of what it feels like because of this Chariot being here. The Ace of Cups is the challenge, and maybe it's this. Maybe that's what it is that when I said are you offering up a cup? What are you offering? Maybe it's your Ace of Cups. Maybe that's part of what is in this victory, is that you're going to be able to offer up your own cup of love here. It might have something to do with this decision that you're making with that Two of Swords, which I really feel like is something that we're not going to put off, or we can't put off. Sitting in the stillness, it feels very peaceful. It feels like there will be a peaceful resolution for whatever this is even talking about. And then look, another ace. Oh my goodness. So this ace comes with an epiphany. Okay, it's this right here would be a new day, a new dawn. This right here it's still passionate in a way. It's either dealing with someone from the past, or it's a passionate opportunity to funnel your, I want to say frustration. Like this is representing frustration to me in a way. So it might be like trying to do something, and then bam, there's something else that happens. And in the picture, it's a lightning bolt hitting the tallest tree. And there you are acknowledging this lightning bolt. That's almost coming across to me as like maybe this lightning bolt is this Ace of Swords here. Maybe that's the Ace of Swords, and this is you acknowledging that information. You know, like sometimes the tower has the electricity going to the top of it, and it's almost like that. It's this epiphany moment. So there's like it's a huge aha moment that is going to enable you to almost like a wormhole, get to a different timeline, get to a different area in your life that you're wanting. Here's the deal. The deal is your focus, and the deal is to make sure you're not becoming too icy. Sometimes we can detach so much from our emotions, or get so, just get so upset and not want to deal with them that we can become cold or detached, not being able to relate to others. So we end up isolating ourselves here with this Queen of Swords in the reverse. So your focus is going to be really key here. Then we have the Queen of Wands in the future energy. Oh, and this could be, this wheel could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo. Of course, we have Libra. We have fire signs, water signs, air signs. This in specific would be Aries, Queen of Wands. This is about being brave. So there might be something that you need to drop the timidness and step towards. It's coming across as something very heartfelt, with this green in the background. It's like, and very inspirationally creative. So meaning you're inspiring others. Probably money, and probably being noticed for looks too. As the Queen of Wands, pretty attractive. And she's known for sharing her gifts. So mainly sharing her gifts, what she has, with others. So Hierophant here is essentially reversed because it's in this side. So there may be a different way of doing something. You may have more answers to you than you know right behind your back. That might be what part of this is. So we have the Pope. We have this seal. Okay, so either this was a realization regarding a commitment that you're in, maybe something you didn't even, like, you didn't know until it was pointed out to you by Spirit. So it could be that. It could be doing something in a very non-traditional way. In the environment, I have big distraction from the things that could possibly help move you forward. So watch out with this distraction, the lack of focus, the doing something a little bit different, or possibly somebody getting out of a commitment here. We have the Chariot, which is what you do with this information. It's going to help you move forward. What you think about comes about, and what you're thinking about is moving forward and how to progress forward. This could be really talking about a vehicle or driving or getting away, a vacation, something like that. But, you know, riding on your chariot, it is your, it's your ride to victory. There's this feeling of having to be really hyper aware, because you can imagine if you're standing on the top of something that's rolling or moving, actively moving, you're going to be very hyper aware of everything, every little bump, everything. And there's also, it feels like good health is being acknowledged here, especially with this Queen of Cups. And then he's holding that little, oh, I always forget what the name of it, Corsophicus. Okay, whatever. I'm not even going to say it. So then here, a beautiful, beautiful way to end the reading is with your Knight of Wands. This could be somebody from the past. It could be somebody that evokes this really strong response from you. And you may be turning away from this person right here. Or they may be coming back and you may be turning towards them. I don't see anything bad with this Knight of Wands. Like, I don't see anything careless or anything like that. It just feels like movement. It feels like movement. We have 10 of Wands. Be careful. Make sure you arrange that stuff carefully, what you're carrying carefully, and arrange your priorities the way that you want them. So, yeah, we can take a look with clarifying. I guess we can clarify some of these. The Knight of Wands, though, coming in and out. So there may have been a commitment that has changed here. There may be a decision. There may have been a decision to split, or maybe one that is not going to be postponed any longer. I don't know. I'm feeling so detached from my emotions here. I'm adding up the 3 swords, and then plus this one would be major healing that has to be done right now. All right, so let's clarify this 2 of Swords energy. What is this blockage or stalemate about? Healing. Yeah, there's a need to heal anything from the past that we're still hanging on to, any of this anger or resentment that we're still hanging on to with the 5 of Cups in the reverse. And the 4 of Swords is we are healing this situation. Yeah, so it may be also, I'm going to say that for some it could be about a health concern in having to pick a certain path, way, or treatment. It could be something like that for healing. And maybe this is like in some sense, letting go of old ways of doing things and looking at a new alternative way of healing. That's possible. That's possible also. All right, so biggest things we have here. My other concern would have been this Queen of Swords. If you add these together, that's the 6 of Swords, and I certainly sense movement for you all, for sure. Okay, so what's this Queen of Swords in the reverse about? What's the Queen of Swords in the reverse about? Libra energy too, by the way. 4-4. The Queen of Swords in the reverse might suggest, clarified by the 4 of Pentacles, that you are slightly attached or conditioned to not expressing your emotions very much. And so in that sense, it may be about having to learn, coming out of conditioning. Like, what are there some behaviors? Are there some things that we're attached to that we don't even realize we're attached to? Like the way we act or handle things, or respond to things. That could be it. So you got to watch, keeping your stuff close to you. That might be really, really important to just keep everything, save. It could be about saving. I have 4-4, so there's some question as to whether or not you're supposed to be on this path, and you are supposed to be on this path. Everything that you learn, nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Vulture spirit. What's the Ace of Wands doing up here with the lightning bolt? What's the lightning bolt about? Oh, God. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It reminded me of it. Yeah, something that just... This information came in, and then, bam, everything started crumbling down. Anything that wasn't real, this tower took it down. The challenge is this. Whatever this is, this moment right now, that's what it's about. I see you being, like, really careful into yourself. Not really reaching out for anybody else's advice. I feel like this is a protection method for you. I don't want to talk to anybody else about this. I don't want anybody else in my orbit right now. It keeps you far away from your emotions, and that's where you feel comfortable. I'm not saying any right or wrong way to deal with anything. That's completely up to you, and it's all your experience. So I'm just letting you know what seems to be the case is keeping yourself really tight-lipped and to yourself, if that makes sense. This, I feel like, is all about your healing, and then this is like getting back out there. And then this is, it's confirming that the Chariot, what you thought about, is truly what you come about. This Three of Cups is making me think that maybe we're gonna possibly part from somebody, like in a friend circle. You know, where we offer up one cup for somebody else. We may decide to take away a cup. We may decide not to run around with certain people because of influence, something like that. Because this is the other side, right? So it's like, I want to be by myself. I want to offer up something. I want to start, you're understanding to change the things inside. This perhaps might be how people are viewing you on the outside with this Queen of Swords in reverse. They might be viewing you as very detached in spite of what's happening. But look, the challenge is the Ace of Cups. So, and it's this. It's like I see you accepting this cup. And having enough to give. It's kind of like all coming in. See here with this cup too. It's really beautiful. So what's this Hierophant here in the reverse? What's the Hierophant in the reverse about? Oh, it's something that you thought was going to be lasting. You thought it was going to be, you know, your all. And then when somebody has it, possibly a third party situation, we have three of Swords in a reverse. Or for those of you that were relating to the health message, this could be somebody's health. And this could be coming out of a really inherited, like, heart problem, something like that, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, something that has been going on for a long time. Now it's time to break tradition here with something. We're breaking tradition, and the Four of Cups in the reverse is like, yeah, we're changing things on the inside so drastically that anything that once was, or that you thought was there for a while, or you got accustomed to, is probably leaving. And there's a 10 poking out as completion. 10-10, you have another message, beautiful message of patience. Patience here. This is all unfolding for you. These traditions could be better. That is why this is here. And then we have this beautiful divine feminine energy, receiving, receiving, receiving. And then here the Queen of Wands is giving too. So you may feel a little bit more talkative and like you want to be out there, taking a risk here in the future energy. But we're definitely, you know, Queen of Self-Care here, taking care of yourself, focusing on yourself, your health also, or somebody else's health. Maybe something, I keep getting somebody's, okay, feeling like the whole family needs to change to help with a diet, or, yeah, like somebody that has maybe a condition or something, and because of the way everybody eats, like it's affecting this person's health. So everybody's going to have to get on board with this acting and better for ourselves health-wise. And I'm sure that's not just a few people. Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy. I don't think we really need to clarify that, because that is being bold, being brave, asserting yourself. Four of Cups, again, on the bottom in the reverse is really a need to see something new with your eyes. Movement. So we are going places. All right, let's get some angel number messages, and then I'm going to pull something from Cryon Oracle. Keep your thoughts positive. That's probably what it's going to say. Ten. Be patient. It says you have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others how to carry things out. 18, you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. And also, it speeds up your manifestation as well as expands your manifestation. So there's absolutely no negatives to that. Okay, Cryon. Speak your affirmations. Are you speaking your affirmations? I mean, that's a pretty it's a direct. So if we're keeping to our, maybe we're not saying anything and we're not touching our emotional side, and it's saying, hey, speak what you want to happen. So spell out what you want to happen. Speak your affirmations from Cryon says, speak your truth out loud and affirm things that you believe are within your potential. They become reality, and the more you affirm them to yourself, the more real they become. And this is very true. This is true. Repeat your affirmations every day. I dare you. It says, I know you probably won't do this unless I dare you to speak your affirmations. Spirit knows the biases and the shortcomings of all of us, and often uses these specifically to bring us to an enlightened place that we would have not gotten to otherwise. So true. When you receive this card, it's like a loud voice reminding you of your strength and the ability to create your own reality in your life. Affirmations are a catalyst for change, since they push the envelope of energy around you and bend reality, defining it to match what you're affirming. So Cryon says, speak your truth out loud. This is so you will hear it and really believe it's true. Do it every day. This is so that we won't forget the basic truth that we are magnificent. And if you got this card, I dare you to speak your truth out loud right now. I am magnificent in the eyes of God. Beautiful Cryon. So thank you guys. Sending you light and love. Hope you got something from your reading. Sagittarius.